Hi, I'm Melissa, your free range psychic. Today is May 15th, 2022, and there is going to be an eclipse, a full lunar eclipse tonight. FYI. I think it's something like the super flower blood red moon lunar eclipse. It's got everything. I'm not sure if I'll be able to see it in my sky tonight, but there are lots of live streams of the eclipse happenings, just so you know, on YouTube and probably on Twitter and Facebook. I'm probably going to see it that way. Okay, today my reading is going to be a follow-up to last week's reading on Roe versus Wade, and this is really checking America's pulse. Where is America at after this significant information was leaked to us, the public, that our reproductive rights may soon be a thing of the past, and what's going to happen because of America, our reaction to it, and what is our reaction to it. Of course, there are people who very much are anti-abortion and anti-choice and anti-gay and anti-women and etc., etc. Definitely part of the American public. But the reading is really giving us what the majority are thinking right now. And it is true that 70% of people are against the overturning of Roe versus Wade and are for some version of choice and reproductive rights. The card for America, like last time, is the Empress. And this is the subject matter of the reading. Above is the Queen of Swords. So this is the backlash that has happened, women now and men, but dominantly women, speaking their truths, taking truth to power. And yesterday it was a full day of protest marches all over the country. And before that, I saw a clip of the women in the House, or women in the Congress, Democratic congresswomen, marching together through the House saying, "My body, my choice." They had their own protest. And it's really cool if you can find it. I posted it on Twitter myself. So this is this huge outpouring of outrage and the major feeling or tone of how we received Sam Alito's, or the Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito's draft, which is so draconian, so incredibly insane. It is insane to predicate rulings on women's reproductive choice based on the 1700s and even further back. What this man is crazy, and these people, these federalists, to really take us back there. These people need to be assessed for mental health issues, because that is crazy. I mean, back to the days when they burned witches. Really? As if no time has passed. And in the past, this is that very draft that was leaked. It's full of vile misogyny and hatred towards women. Surely we should be nothing but handmaidens and earthen vessels, and we should have no rights over our bodies. Women didn't have any rights back in the 1700s. they were considered subhuman legally. And that seems to suit these justices who are eager to strike Roe v. Wade down. Now, I seriously don't think that the final draft would have been that draft. That would have had to have been cleaned up, but it still would have been at least chipping away significantly at Roe versus Wade and women's right to choose and the right to privacy. Below, this is Roe versus Wade, Queen of Pentacles. And this is what we're all concerned about. This is really women's right to own themselves. Yes, that's exactly what this card represents. The Queen of Pentacles. In the future, we get the Star. So my guide said this is us electing overwhelmingly a Democratic House and Senate in the midterms, in the 2022 midterms, and then codifying Roe versus Wade when that takes place, and taking care of and having care towards women and their reproductive health. The overarching clarification card, Ace of Swords. So this is really the cardinal energy of a war of words, of thoughts. Legal or contractual or just self-expression. So this unleashed that. And the result, the outcome, is the Queen of Wands. So very femininely dominated reading here, right? The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress. You could even say the Star, although in some decks, that card, I wanted to say she, but that card is androgynous. And the Queen of Wands is women taking their power and being victorious and not going back, not going to go backwards in time here. This is women who take control of their own throne. And this is women lighting the fire, and I'm sure taking us in a major way to majority in the House and the Senate, so they can solidify their ability to control their own reproductive choices. Queen of Wands. So that is my reading on America's reaction, for the most part anyway, to the Samuel Alito draft, which I know people are blaming on Clarence Thomas. And I did bring it up last week. I still don't feel comfortable going into specifics, but I don't believe it was leaked on the behalf of the Republicans, or I want to say the Republicans, the conservatives, but well, they are Republicans, the conservative justices, because even though the justification would be to solidify votes, nothing is going to really either stop that from happening or allow it to happen at this point. As more time passes, there will be other pressures, just look at the reaction of people right now to be a factor in like Kavanaugh waffling, etc. There's even more of a reason why he might want to, back out or strike this ruling down. What it does allow for is a long-term strategy. As I said before, I know I'm repeating myself, but more money being raised more people involved, more people registering to vote. It gives us more time on the playing field, not less. So I think it was leaked by somebody who was appalled at that draft and wanted to warn us. So that's just what I think. I know other people disagree, and I guess we'll find out or not find out. So that's my reading, and it's very powerful to watch those protests all over the country. I did include some pics of those in the intro. I hope you enjoyed that. And I love Jill Biden being on the cover of Vogue, and that really pissing off Melania Trump. She's so narcissistic and superficial. It's like that would be the thing. They didn't allow me on the cover of Vogue, but they allowed Jill Biden, and Jill Biden looked just beautiful. So I had to include that in my intro. Okay, let's look at our oracle card. And the card that was given to us by the guides is this card. It's Guardian. Sorry. This card indicates communication with your guardian angels or spirit guides. Your guardian angels are your spirit guides. By the way, we have other spirit guides. Any spiritual helper is a spirit guide. According to my spirit guides, our guardian angels are boots on the ground spirit guides. They're guiding us through life. I don't know what the difference would be. They do have other functions. I get that, but they can't not be called spirit guides because they are spirit guides as well as our guardian angels. They guide us through our lives. So no matter what is going on in your life, you have angels with you and other guardian spirits. You have an innate ability to connect and communicate with spiritual energy that surrounds you. Don't wait to be in a crisis or in an extreme situation before you contact your spirit guides. You can ask them for guidance on almost anything. Your angels are here for you, but they cannot intervene unless you ask them for support and guidance. And that's absolutely true. I do think that in life-threatening situations, they can intervene. But for the most part, for all our angelic helpers, archangels, angels, guardian angels, they need to be asked because we have free will and they are highly respectful of that. But once we ask, if it's for the highest good, they get to it. And I highly recommend that. You can do it through prayer. And that is a wonderful thing to experience when your helpers do get to it and all of a sudden amazing manifestations happen. So, and prayer is, when I say prayer, I mean any kind of prayer, in my mind, any communication with your guides is really a form of prayer. Because what prayer means to me is the conversation, the connection at that point where you're raising your higher energies so you can communicate with the higher frequency beings. And it's an elevated form of communication. So, and especially if you're asking for guidance or help, and any form of that is prayer. So be respectful and open to receiving guidance. Be approachable. Have an open attitude that will help you feel their love and support. Messages come in many forms. Your message might come through from a song or from finding coins or feathers. These are just some way that messages can come to us. Once you begin acknowledging these messages, it will help you feel peaceful and shift your energy from negative to positive. And as you know, I help introduce people to the guardian angels, and it's amazing. They are amazing beings. All angels are amazing. And if you want to work with archangels, don't hesitate to invoke them. They love being asked to help you. So any of the angel family is here for you. They're here for us. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that Guardian card. It's a very important one for me. I am available for personal readings. You can find my information below in the description box or at the end of the musical interlude that is coming up next. Enjoy the lunar eclipse. I'm sure the energy is going to increase in its intensity and power. I can feel it this morning. I love you all. You guys take care, and I will be with you next Sunday. Okay, signing off. Bye-bye.